broken bones. So come on, Lord, won't you take me now? Ah, the devil's gonna make me a free man. The devil's gonna set me free. Ah, the devil's gonna make me a free man. The devil's gonna set me free. Ah, the devil's gonna make me a free man. Devil's gonna set me free. Ah, the devil's gonna make me a free man. The devil's gonna set me free. Got no place to call a home. Only got no place to call a home. So come on, Lord, won't you take me now? Ah, the devil's gonna make me a free man. The devil's gonna set me free. Ah, the devil's gonna make me a free man. The devil's gonna set me free. Oh, and down deep Texas, Mississippi State, hoping things might go my way. For every hot-earned dollar I made. I want to make it clear the song is not related to the show thematically or anything. It's just a good fucking song. Broken Bones by Kellio. Hope things might go my way. For every hard-earned dollar I make, there stands a white man just to take it away. Some might say I talk loud, see if I care. Unlike them, don't walk away from my fear. I busted bones, broken stones, look the devil in the eyes. I hope he's gonna break these chains, oh yeah. The devil's gonna make me a free man. The devil's gonna set me free. Ah, the devil's gonna make me a free man. The devil's gonna set me free. Preparing myself as best I can. You ready? Fuck, I got it. What's with the scary typewriter font? I mean, it fits the mood enough. Fucking microphone. Lolly loo lay low, lolly loo lay low. All right. We ready? I don't know when to start. Fuck it! There will be no plot armor this time. Stream tile's wrong. Are you fucking kidding me? What does it say? God damn it! God fucking damn it! Thank you. You know, generic soldiers marching, I feel you. I fucking feel you right now. All right. There will be no plot armor this time. Are you fucking kidding me? From the top for the edit. This is gonna be rough. Danger is real. Thank you for making that feeling. This is gonna fucking suck. I mean that as in, like, for us, because it's going to be difficult. Okay, now that that commander is shut the fuck up, let's do take 3 or 4. There will be no plot armor this time. God damn it! These fucking background sounds! Wouldn't be a roughly mined stream otherwise. There will be no plot armor this time. All enemy resources and plans have been determined before this engagement. They will not be altered in order to sabotage you. This victory, or this failure, will be your own. What happens, happens. If your plans are solid and your actions are intelligent, you may succeed. If you make a mistake or overlook a detail, it will be used against you. Only bring to the table what you can afford to lose. Characters may be injured, scarred, or killed. Victory is possible, but it will not be guaranteed. Command says you have to hold out 1 week. You have reason to believe that it will be longer. Command has given you information on the enemy numbers. You have reason to believe that it will be more. Command has given you emergency crates. You have reason to believe that you should not use them unless there is no other option. Supplies are low. Morale is low. Chances of success are low. Hold the line. Defend the city. And save yourselves. In. The Ultimatum of Ledger. That's the end of my PowerPoint, but fuck you. Ah, God damn it. Welcome. Needs to be an edit outtake reel with the first part. Really cut the tension. My confidence has returned. So, let me explain the rules of this engagement. Or rather, the context behind this engagement. You are, as always, the 3rd Battalion. And you will hold the line. Your mission is to defend the city of Eschep. It's been invaded by a neighboring nation. The Empire of Culture. Just in time, Meg. You missed the cool intro that I fucked up multiple times, but that's okay. Yeah. For those of you that are new, I'll quicken walk you through what's happened. Excuse me. After our victory at Valnheim, your commander, Scott Ledger, has dealt with some insider issues. In his attempt to get rid of the negotiator program, we have unfortunately been caught in the act of bribery. As such, he believes that the higher-ups are kind of out to get him. And by extension, you. And from everything you're seeing, he isn't wrong. Several changes have happened. Negotiators. Terrifying behemoths. Built from the corpses, or rather not corpses, but the bodies of multiple soldiers, the mind of one, into an unholy amalgamation that is built to kill. Curiously, before this mission, Command has done a load of policy changes. Additionally, at Eschep, our mission is to hold out for 7 days. Or rather, that's what Command says. Excuse me. Field Commander Bridget Odburn. I mispronounced the name that I created. Wow. Field Commander Bridget Odburn. This is going to be one hell of a blooper reel. Blah, blah, blah. Commander Bridget Odburn. She will be relieving you. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, Auburn has told us in advance that she will be late. Additionally, the information that High Command has given us is incorrect. For example, we're going to be fighting a fucking dragon. We attempted to figure things out for the siege. Former imperial colony that seceded forcibly several years back. After decades under the heel, looks like they're trying to be the boot. Objective for them is a forcible takeover, using any means necessary. So unless their commander is a particular dirtbag, expect performative actions to be sincere. Calls for one-on-one duels, displays of impressive force, quote-unquote merciful offers they have a history of honoring. They slowly break our will and keep their guys entertained. Up to you if we play along with any of it. Might spare us some wrath initially, but if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Additionally, an encrypted memo from Commander Ledger. Whatever happens, make it out alive. If you want on after, I understand. Take your leave and go far away. But if you need revenge, I promise you that we will get it. I have a plan. I promise. No, and I suppose additionally... Shit. Order of operations. Friendlies. Approximately 1,000 initial, a negligible garrison with 2,600 relief. Civilian, approximately 2,500. Enemy estimate by command, 4,000. Enemy estimate actual, 6,000 plus, arriving gradually with an initial force of 3,000. That might be them right now. Intended relief time, 1 week. Realistic relief time, 12 days minimum. Supplies, 8 days. Escape. One dry well on the north side of town leads to a cavern network connected to a waterfall 6 kilometers away. Command is unaware of it. Cannot fit a negotiator. Cannot fit heavy armor. Must wait for a majority of enemies to arrive prior to starting evacuation, or we risk being caught. Command has blocked any attempt to abandon post officially. City is poorly defended at south side. City is not fully fireproofed. Garrison is militia. Citizens are compliant for now. Enemy utilizes swords exclusively. Lower rank is more long knife. Archers, light trebuchets, have contracted approximately 25 cannons for initial barrage, but cannot afford to keep them the whole time. We will send harassing skirmishers initially to slow advance and test army. Will not use mortars until open combat begins. We have 1 mortar. It is anti-infantry only. We will need to balance troops' morale, population obedience, and overall supplies. We'll send large amount of troops to meet Auburn to save on supplies/lives. The math doesn't work. Alright. Ah, fuck. Don't look behind the curtain. Let's get you some different music. Alright. Fuck this song, actually. Fuck both of these songs, actually. We need On the March. This will likely be our reach. Have faith. So, you are aware currently that the enemy is going to be appearing from your north side. You are also aware that your allies will eventually be arriving from the northeast, behind chat currently. Yeah, if stream crashes, put something in the chat, because it's important to me that this goes well. Somewhat well, at least. Pin that. No. No, because then somebody's gonna come in and just fucking do that. And I have subscribers only on, which means I'll have to ban a subscriber if they do that. Redeems are turned off. Oh, good catch. Good catch. Oh, they are. Yep, alert box is off. Excuse me. Alright. So. You know, this is really cool music. Fuck that. You arrive in Eschep. It's day 1. You enter from the southwest. We've just arrived, Leo. We do have time. You enter through the main gates. You're greeted by the garrison commander, a man whose name you will forget. He walks you through the various defenses and different things that have been added. For example, you guys had suggested a fallout shelter of sorts. The entrance to one has been installed at this tower. Realistically, if the enemy wants in, they will get in. Ledger has quietly informed you that it connects to the cavern network underneath the city that will lead to a waterfall to the west that we can use for an evacuation. It's worth noting that High Command will fucking execute anyone they find out has run away. Ledger advises against running away. You are unsure if he means it. The city is divided into 4 districts. The higher class, the business, the lower class, and the middle. The walls, at your request, have been reinforced with our formula of concrete. They've been tested. The enemy will not break through with their initial cannon barrage. What would you like to do? You believe you have at least 18 hours. Make them count. Set up command position. Your command position, or at least the area that is set up for a command position, is the keep. There's a stables, a proper great hall, 3 stories high, a wonderful wine cellar below. You set aside some of the less combat efficient garrison troops and have them work on controlling the populace. The city is also separated by 2 gates that can be closed. Now, if the enemy's gotten into the city, it won't take much for them to get fully through. But the option is there if need be. This river is frozen. Just want to put that out there. This river is very frozen. And looks like it will remain that way through the... Oh, God, that's not what I fucking wanted to do. Is surrender an option? You'll have to ask the enemy that. Are they the kill on sight type deal? Your employer is definitely a kill on type site if you surrender. Frozen fully through or just on the surface? At the request of, I'm forgetting who, the ice has been tested. It is currently about 8 inches thick, which means it's plenty enough to walk on. Also, at your request, blasting cable has been laid around the river. Or rather, through the ice. At your command, this section of ice can be detonated. Anything on it will fall. The enemy is unlikely to use this. However, it is possible. This area here is considered relatively impassable. Like, it's still definitely can be scaled, but it's pretty well defended from the walls. Yeah, once you detonate this ice, that's all your blasting cable here. You do not have more. You have approximately 12 hours. The sun gets much lower. What would you like to do for your first night? The men are still relatively jovial. Well, if the explosion wakes something up, the croc gators set a precedent. If anything is in this 8-foot deep river, I'll be sure to tell you. Hell, at some points, it might even get up to 12 feet deep. So, from what I'm seeing, for the night before the battle, the planning that we do is freak out that there might be monsters under the ice. Am I getting that correct, or do we have anything else we would like to discuss with the garrison commander or plan out? Or do we want to drink something or fucking piss on poor people? Like, what would you like to do? We'll need a group to take watch. That's what the garrison is for. We should try and check how strong the doors are. Wilco. Or Faustine. Or whoever. They could be a weak point. They are a weak point. The enemy arrives in 11 hours, 55 minutes. If you want to take down those doors, order some new ones, and wait for that, be my guest. Get fuck-ass drunk. Alright? Lance Corporal Swag decides to break into the wine cellar. A couple of the boys join him. The enemy arrives in 11 hours. What would you like to do? At least one drink before, you know? I'm not entirely sure what to do. No to the alcohol for me. I will be planning. What will you be planning? The time for planning is running low. Briefing the garrison commanders about the fallout shelter escape route, and get the civilians ready to bug out if needed. We have one competent commander! While Swag starts entertaining the men with a cake stand, Leo sits down with the garrison commander and gives him the rundown on it. The reality of the situation is, we likely cannot hold the city. We might. There is always a chance. But the less mouths to feed, the better. The way that we are fucking out of here, the better. The unofficial surprise that may or may not be coming. We should put something big and sharp on the walls. Ah, yes, something big and sharp on the walls to protect us against something that flies. I guess they do that to birds, so never mind. Get as many people as possible warmed up in the event that we're attacked in the night. Alright. Meg ensures that some of the men are kept out of the alcohol. Or not Meg, sorry. Alex. Faustine has some of the civilians help sharpen stakes to put up on the walls to prevent a dragon from perching on them. Not a terrible plan. Are the people really necessary? The people are the client. If you are about to ask if a mercenary company needs to get paid, yes. Yes, we do. We absolutely need to protect the client. And with that, night falls. It's a restless sleep. One thing that I will ask you in place of the garrison commander. Do we want to have some of the civilians not mount up, but geared up as militia? We need arrows to be sharpened as well in the event of flying adversaries. Or any adversaries that we want to hit and hopefully cause damage to. People can shoot bows. Ah, yes. The bow is a very easy... God damn it. The bow is a very easy weapon to use, totally. Concerned with the supply situation. We have 8 days worth, and relief realistically won't arrive for 12. Assuming we hold the city for that long, that is. Yes. And that is why people can use spears. Someone said the S word. Good. If you can carry something heavy, you can shoot one for sure. Yeah, you can definitely shoot one. It's just fucking aiming, man. Whatever. You arm the civilians with spears and bows. And you begin to drill them in the yards about it. In the morning, when you awake, you notice there are less people. Ledger gathers you and explains that he sent off a decent portion of the crew to go and meet up with Auburn. Hopefully to bring them back faster. Those of you who have read Ledger's book, Behind His Back Without Permission, may know that he's doing that to help lessen the amount of supplies we need to use. And given those that he sends out free reign to pillage whatever they need. Flails? Okay. Swag, for the love of God, don't say the F word. Use the S word. Only equip bows those civilians already have some archery experience. That is fair. I'm getting my acting chops on today. We'll see if it's any good. Clubs, maybe. Eh? Is this the right one? Nope. Is this the right one? You see them on the horizon. You see lines of them. They follow the road, and then they fan out in your fields. They have a back line. Men of cavalry, dismounting. And with them, several trebuchets, along with the 25 cannons that Ledger had warned you about. I don't know why I tried to divide 25 into two, but they're groups of cannons. They set up more offensive lines in front. You notice as well that... you said that too late, Leo! They've set up a roadblock as well. They even set up little rest camp there, and you can see the edge of a base camp in the trees, along with retinues upon retinues. Okay, Swag, the problem was... I did drink with those men, though. Fair enough. Molotovs are canon in our universe, so... Like, that is something I will wholeheartedly allow. Now, I will warn you, a lot of the liquor probably isn't high proof enough to really do much, but... And then you see a carriage. Oh, the carriage. Could set the forest ablaze. That is true. I'm going to choose to believe that you did not spend the night getting rid of your water supplies. Because that's the stupidest fucking thing you could possibly do. Oh, I misread that. The water content on the... Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Distilling it. Anyways. Okay, hey, don't get fucking lippy with me. We're gonna have some basic fucking respect. How flammable are those fields looking right now? It is currently winter, despite the looks of it. There is an inch of snow on the ground. Only an inch, but still. The fields don't have too much in them, as the harvest was good, which means the harvest was harvested. Is it dry or wet snow? I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not. Is there dry grass? Who's to say? Oh wait, I am. The grass isn't particularly dry, unfortunately. You could likely start a little blaze, but they wouldn't have much trouble, excuse me, putting it out. Anyways, you see, in a weirdly shaped carriage, because I couldn't think of another shape, a very special looking carriage. It moves up to your gates. A page steps out. Or rather, a herald, that's the word. And he pulls out a scroll. And he says, "Hear ye! Hear ye! Open the fucking doors!" We've come to negotiate. Just from the top. Who the heck are you? I represent the commander of this great force. And we would like
to speak to you. Allow us entry. Just us. We should send someone to talk. I at least consider entertaining negotiations. The longer we delay the attack, the better for us. Just you? The carriage, and my lord who is inside of it, and myself and the driver, and the 2 horses. Please don't. Sir, do I? Okay, sorry. Open the doors, please. He looks into the carriage. Looks back. Names? Well, I'm Franklin. He looks into the carriage again, and he's like, the great swagweed, not that we know of. Excuse me. Excuse me. The great Gregory Capet, General of His Majesty's finest. And he goes to list off like 7 other titles, none of which I can think of or you will remember. They're traditionalists, if I remember right. I doubt they'll try anything too sneaky right off the bat. It sounds like something that happened in a distant land involving a wooden animal. I don't trust it. Fâchez la vache. Quoi? Fâchez la vache. Last I checked, the people in the castle threw that out. Send one of the boys to check that carriage for Trojan horse shenanigans. I'd let the people in, but not the carriage. You yell down to the Herald Gregory. We're not letting the fucking carriage in. That's suspicious as fuck. Gregory looks into the carriage, looks up to you, and... My lord would much rather not dirty his feet on your soiled ground. We come amicably, though we grow impatient. He can eat fat nuts. Carry him, then.
Oh, we are so dead.
Are you sure you want to say this? I will go. 2 soldiers with me. All right. I feel like the guy in the Holy Grail. Fine. Okay. Are we allowing the carriage in? I need a yes or a no, a solid one. Have our own carriages ferry them in? What, he gets out of the carriage to get in our carriage and... All right. Yes? I'm more inclined to believe Meg. Till inspection. Okay, that works. I can work with that. You send out 2 of your finest combat inspectors. Unarmed, but very cautious. And they look up and around the carriage and in it. They do not enter it. They give you a thumbs up. And with that, you open the doors. Reluctantly, and only just enough for the carriage to enter. And so, enter the carriage does. You bring it through your town, through the gates. All the while surrounded by a detail of guards to make sure nothing happens. Out in front, you notice that Ledger has already done you the courtesy of putting together a tent with a table and chairs inside. You sit down, and out he steps. General Gregory Capet. He looks vaguely Greco-Roman, but only in the headpiece and the odd amount of makeup. He wears no helmet. Leo, he looks at you, studies your armor from foot to shoulder, and foot to shoulder, and then studies your face, somehow without looking you in the eye. Alex takes the lead. It's our pleasure to converse with you, General. And Gregory sits down, and he rolls his eyes, coughs, and Franklin brings out a bottle of wine and 2 glasses. And then looks around and grabs several more glasses and another bottle. Each of you are poured barely enough for a sip. Please, says Gregory. And he takes a drink from his own. Swirls what remains of it, looks at all of you, raises it, and says, "To victory." He waits for you to raise your glasses as well. Do you? Do you? Alex raises. Ledger raises as well. Leo does. Faustine? Faustine joins but looks cautious. His eyes behind his glasses look like the eyes of someone who has seen serious shit. The eyes of a killer. Okay. Might I remind you, Faustine, we all have seen Larisar. Regardless, you toast with the general. The voice of the Emperor, one would say. A looks almost emotionless as opposed to regular. So, Gregory finishes his wine. He looks to you all, clasps his hands, and says, "Now, are you to surrender now or after the barrage?" I would hope that my hospitality would be returned. What interests have you in our humble little town? Humble. Yes. That indeed. Well, to entertain you, it's rightfully ours. Our good emperor, praised be his name, knows that all within his reach is his. We need not complicate it further. The Emperor looks at the anachronistic jukebox in the corner and requests another song, which I will then do. Oh. You know what? Yeah. I don't recall seeing your banners flying above these walls as of late. Well. Funny you should say that. He nods and his little manservant Franklin reaches into his bag and pulls out some beautifully folded up flags. A gift from me to you. I handle it gently and unfold it, making sure it doesn't touch the ground. Ah. Are we cleared for taking hostages? Now, in your employee handbook, you are allowed to. However, are you fucking sure? Nice craftsmanship. Great detail work. Gregory looks at the banners posted up around the tent of the 3rd Battalion's flag and just shakes his head. I can't help but notice that... excuse me. Your banners are not those of this city. So tell me, how much are they paying you? And would you like me to double it? All I need from you is that number. And perhaps a bit of a peace offering. Yes, I'd say about we'll say a quarter of your standing force for my retinue. I assure you they'd be treated very well. Before anyone... excuse me. Before anyone responds to his offer, Ledger raises a hand, kind of laughs a little. No, that's not in your budget. And Gregory gives him a quizzical look. And Ledger pulls out his book. 25 cannons. Schedule 2 days. Limit 300 shots total. Net 30 on the payment. Ooh. Translation crew. He can't afford us. Gregory looks offended initially, but regains composure. Shakes his head. looks around the room. You would all do well to remember the kindness I have shown to you in my own city. We're in a bit of a pickle here. You're under orders to take the city, we're under orders to hold this city. And while we appreciate the offer, we can't take you up on it at this time. The general gets out of his seat, dusts off his hands, and smiles. He steps out of the tent. Ledger gets up hurriedly and takes after him. His herald stands awkwardly in the corner, unsure of what to do. What would you like to do, if anything? Excuse me. Seems like he doesn't like his boss. Franklin sees Faustine eyeing him up and kind of shies away a little. Yeah. God damn it, Alex. Harold, I wish you the best as you seem to be unsure of things. Yes, that is the only character trait I have given him. Alright. With that, the Herald nods uneasily, and he, we do not break our contracts. We have our own reputation to uphold. Goddamn right. Excuse me. Unless it's like really good money. But it wasn't. You hear Gregory yell, "Franklin!" And Franklin stumbles out of the tent. You notice he did leave a satchel behind. And Franklin quickly gets into the carriage. And they begin to trot off. You see Ledger clutching his head in his hands. Have someone inspect that away from anything load-bearing. You, sir. Is it live? No, it is a fucking bag. Inside, you find not explosives. You find Franklin's house keys. You find... excuse me. Yes, you find Franklin's house keys. You find some peanuts and raisins and birdseed and other things that poor people might like. And you also find a still sealed envelope. It's addressed to General Gregory. All right. Swag grabs the trail mix out of the bag as the rest of you gather around this letter. You open the seal. It smells weird. No, this is not foreshadowing or anything. It just fucking smells weird. My dearest Gregory. Sealed by a wax seal, yes. My dearest Gregory. Oh, how I've longed for this day. To see you finally out there, leading, conquering. My boy. Come home to me safe. Enclosed is some delicious trail mix. Your father, Emperor Maximilian. Good to see you, Sergeant Sam. You notice that there's only a little bit of trail mix in there. Swag, you realize that this is really fucking good trail mix. It's rich people nuts. I guess. Reads like a love letter. He loves his son! No shame. You're allowed to love your son! Could somebody tell my dad that? Anyways. And carefully reseal the envelope by lightly melting the bottom of the wax seal. Yeah, no, the Emperor gave his son a nice letter of encouragement to say he's proud of him. No, I'm not jealous. It reminds me of my mother's letters. General is the Emperor's son. That explains the arrogance. Reminds me of Blackthorn. something is happening outside. You get one horseman with the letter, and he rides out. He is accepted into the little hut here, and the emperor, or the emperor's son, accepts the letter. The man comes back safely. And he comes in and he says, well, General Gregory wants the head of whoever took the trail mix. Should we tell him, or should we do something? I think it's against employee regulations to execute our own, but I don't know for sure. I haven't read it in a while. It's probably not allowed. Unless you got, like, a really good reason. Tell him it was gone before we checked the bag. We already sent a man out there to say one of our guys took the last of his trail mix. Tell him it got covered in mud and was unsalvageable. We already told him that one of our guys took the trail mix. We can't just go back and say, well, actually, it was gone before we checked the bag. What did our guys see while inside the enemy tent? Good question. He says, they have a map of our city. It's old, but it's still accurate enough. I don't think they know about our walls. They're gonna be pretty disappointed. We aren't going to sacrifice our man. As for the general's nuts, fuck him. You can choke on these nuts. Goddamn. Okay. I see you. And it is at this point where you hear it. Any notes on the enemy's deployment? Any units being held in reserve? He says, not currently. At least, not from what I saw. But if you guys know anything about reinforcements, then we might be a little fucked. Do we have any corpses of men who perished from sickness or poor health? Not recently. I mean, we got a jail if you're thinking of doing what I think you're doing. Will this work? No, that will not work. Fuck! I love necromancy. Too bad it doesn't exist in this setting. Send him a prisoner dressed as an officer. Counterpoint. Whose clothes are we giving? No, at least not right now. Smart. We don't really have spare uniforms right now. Especially not spare officer uniforms. You hold off on sending him the head of anyone. An hour passes. Nothing's really happened. The town seems to go on as usual. They're largely unaffected. Might I remind you all that the guy wants the head. Head. You don't need to give a jacket or a shirt to a head. It doesn't have a body to put those on. Yeah, there we go. If he only wants a head, why bother with a uniform? Yeah. Like... Regardless, one hour turns to 2, and 2 to 3. And you start to wonder if it's going to happen at all. And then it does. One after another, the cannons go off. You can tell they're smaller than the ones you're used to. A more high-pitched pop than anything. But the impacts you feel. Those aren't just regular cannonballs they're shooting. Can you add cannon fire? I guess, yeah. Once the initial bombardment ends, I move the civilians into the shelter if they aren't there already. The initial bombardment starts, and it doesn't seem to want to stop. They fire a lot more shots than were on that contract. One after another. Excuse me. Your gates hold. Your walls hold. Couple of shops, or a couple of buildings are hit as it soars over the walls. Have some kind of machine cannons? No, they just have a lot of them. Excuse me. And then it goes quiet. You urge, excuse me, you urge the wounded and the unfit for combat into the shelter. The day passes. The next day comes. And a certain something comes riding up to the gates again. Hello? Hear ye, hear ye. In the name of General 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 Maxit, no, what? General Gregory Capet? In the name of our great general, we wish to parley. You need not open your gates. The time for that is gone. You will all be eliminated. No, I don't want to come in. Fuck off with opening the doors. This is a very crass letter. Sir, are you sure you want me to read this? Yes, we wish to engage in a duel of sport. We wish for you to send out your finest, and we will send out our worst, and then we will beat you, and you will be sad. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that. We want you to send out your finest, and we will send out our one of ours. Do you accept the terms of this duel? It will occur on this road. We will cease our bombardment for you to watch in the display of a lot of murder of the one guy. This is not a duel for your surrender. What type of sword is to be used? Any weapon may be used in this duel for the purpose of causing a murder of the other person. It can't be a fucking bow, because that's cheating. It can't be a gun, because that's cheating. It can't be a crossbow, because that's cheating. And, oh, they get it? Oh, okay. We wish to engage in a friendly duel where you die. Are there any stakes? You know what? We are of a not gambling. We are a sporting society, and we will... He leans back into the carriage. What will we do? We are willing to wager what we believe is 1 day's worth of rations in exchange for 3 great battles, but only if you win. He doesn't sound very sure of himself. Bring throwing knives. No throwing things. That's cheating. Also, if you bring throwing knives, you're going to fucking die. Just saying. Do we know how many days of rations we have? So this is day 2, which means we have 7 days left, and we need to last until day 12 at least. You guys are really taking a long fucking time to consider our offer, and it's kind of insulting. Is the negotiator here? We do have a negotiator, yes. I'm not sure if they're aware of it, or rather, you're not sure if they're aware of it. Excuse me. And I'm not sure if you want to reveal that so quickly, but that's up to you. You're telling me I can't just throw my sword at them? Hold on, we're working it out. Risking a man for 2 for a day of ration seems like a no-brainer, if they can be trusted. Your voice kind of echoes, so I think you were talking about if we could be trusted. We definitely can be trusted. I have brought with me our finest. One of our finest. One of ours. And we would like him to beat the living shit and kill out of yours. I need multiple people to say that they want the negotiator in for this fight for us to use him. If it's just one person saying it, then I'm going to keep that card in our hand for now. I think Wilku's onto something, given how unsure he sounds. What if this is just them looking for info? It could be. They want to see our champion. Yeah. Since you are indecisive, I will show you ours. Presenting the great Sir. I don't... How do I pronounce this name? Fuck it. Sir Fredrickson. Yes, you're Sir Fredrickson now. Step out of the carriage. That's your cue. And out steps, clad in full steel, and a oddly small buckler, and a saber. A man steps out. Sir Fredrickson is very, very eager to do battle and killing of one of your best. Would you deny Sir Fredrickson this opportunity? I don't think you would. I think it would be a poor decision on your part to deny Sir Fredrickson this opportunity. Fredrickson is getting a little thirsty. I'm just going to fetch him a drink of water from the cart. As you are taking a long fucking time to choose a champion. I assure you that Sir Fredrickson is just really fucking good at his job. Just send one of my men with a spear. Okay. Do we want to send one of our rank and file with a spear? Spear is a good weapon. Granted, this guy is wearing heavy armor. Best 2 out of 3 for the rations. The herald looks back to his line and he yells, "They want best 2 out of 3! You vaguely hear in the distance, "Yeah, that's good. That's good!" Two out of 3 will work. But if your champion dies on round 1 or 2, then you'll probably need another one. Captain Leon Titus. Leonard trained him with a spear. Okay, you want to send out a captain with a spear. Okay. Is this... I just want to make sure we're all on board. We want to send out a higher ranked unit armed with a spear. Is Ledger still here? Ledger is still here. Are you planning on sending Ledger out? I'm also good with a mace. Thank you, Titus. You got a bitch-ass name. Well, wondering if he's the kind of guy to want it. You know what? Yeah, I'll allow it. Ledger kind of overhears and he just... It's like, I mean, I'll do it. I can. How about a more middle-rank soldier just to feel this guy out first? We could do that. That is a valid suggestion. Is a Space Marine reference. Oh, that's why I don't find it funny. We're running low on water for Sir Fredrickson. And it would be good if we could finish this fight so Sir Fredrickson could get a fresh glass of water. Swag, breaking character, I literally have a great uncle who did that. It's not a story that he fucking tells with a smile. Okay. So yeah, I think the general idea is to, what is it? To send out a mid-rank soldier. Now, I can work with that. What do we want for a weapon? That's the main thing I need to know. This will determine if you win or lose. I have a fucking flowchart. No ranged weapons. And if he dual wields, it is death. That's a little spoiler for you to help you out. What do they have? A oddly small buckler and a long saber. It's fairly mismatched. A spear and a sword are good. Yeah, the enemy is highly armored. They seem to be relatively mobile, but Warhammer or Mace just one-tap him. Sir Fredrickson is missing mealtime. He is getting hungrier. We've been sitting here for 2 fucking hours. I request that you make a decision. Okay, Meg, you can't have your fucking characters one-up each other. Stop. A mace. It's a heavy ball with spikes. You're thinking of a morning star, but I guess that is technically a mace. 2 votes for mace. I agree. Mace it is.
Does he have a shield?
First person to say it is what I'll go with. Give him a shield or don't give him a shield. There is no... Yeah, it's just yes or no. Shield or no shield. Yeah, why not? Thank you. I was baiting it in case someone was fucking dumb enough to say, well, no, you can swing it with 2 hands for twice power. And 3/4 reach. All right. The battle begins. Captain Titties is on one side, Sir Fredrickson on the other. They circle like vultures until Sir Fredrickson does a flourish with his blade. Intimidation, perhaps. He moves forward, zeal in his eyes, and Captain Titties fucking donks him on the face with a mace. He's fucking dead. Well, shit. Okay, bring out the next, preferably someone better. One second. The carriage goes back, loads up another guy, comes back. This is Sir... What's your name? Sir Periwinkle. Really? That's gay as shit. I can make that joke. I like men. Anyways, you... Sir Periwinkle would like to cause brutal, bloody damage to your Sir Titties. Sir Periwinkle steps out. He's relatively lightly armored, with a sweet, sweet halberd. All right, battle begin. Shit, I gotta change the music. The battle begins. Sir Periwinkle. Hi. Okay, one sec. I'm going to mute at the start of this battle. The battle begins, but slightly later. Oh shit! It's been going on this whole time, and I haven't been describing it. Oh, the battle. Oh shit. Okay. Well, this is awkward. Sir Titties has been vanquished. Sorry, I was too busy talking to my mom to describe it, but yeah, no, he's fucking dead. He's like super dead. Like we looked at him. He's got no left arm. He's not really moving. Sir Periwinkle's kind of like tapping him with his foot. Yeah, he's not moving. Sir Titties is pretty fucking dead. Sir Titties, Sir Periwinkle is victorious, as expected, as we all knew. We all knew he would be. But you didn't believe me, and now he is, and now your challenger lies dead. Ha! You hear immense roaring of... Wait. I can do this. You hear... Yay! The lines erupt with cheer. Bring out your other fucking challenger and please don't take another hour. The sun is getting low, big guy. Who do you choose? Maybe the same background music I've put on for the past 30 minutes will help you. I'm getting kind of sick of this one. Okay, that is what I was kind of referencing with this voice. I don't do business with cheapskates. Get out! We have to win. We do. Sir Periwinkle is doing a backflip. Sir Periwinkle. Oh, Sir Periwinkle has not landed the backflip. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's okay. Sir Periwinkle is okay. See? There is nothing to fear when Sir Periwinkle is here. Is showing our negotiator worth a day of food? Are you talking about... No, you're not talking about... Disgusting, I think. I don't know. They might disqualify us. He twisted his ankle. This ain't that type of stream, buddy. No, he didn't. What were they armed with again? A glaive, was it? A halberd. And some very light armor. Ledger is down to go out front if you guys decide. You're really... Are you guys taking the piss? Like, I thought we had something here. You want to send out a trained glaive user? I would love to send out Ledger. 1 vote for Ledger, 1 vote for a pole arm, 1 vote for a negotiator. What are we thinking? How the fuck have you guys held out for... Like, what day are we even on? I don't fucking know. I don't want to be here. Just fucking send someone to fight Sir Periwinkle in a duel to the death. Preferably the death of yours. I had assumed it would only end that way, but I mean, Sir Fredrickson, that fucker owed me money. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Alright. Why Ledger? Ledger's down for it. and he's capable, and he trained on a polearm crew for how fucking long? Negotiator with a polearm. He's down for it. He knows how to use it. Yeah? I'm going to go for Ledger. Probably be unwise to send our highest ranking officer. Your highest ranking officer sanctions it. And I want my boy to get some fan fiction. Or, you know, like, just a cool thing that I can get art made of. Ledger takes a halberd from the rack. He caresses it slightly. And then, goes over to Faustine, gives him a hug. And when he returns from the hug, he's holding Faustine's dagger. Kind of grins and says, "Still got it." He gives the dagger back. He's got his own. Ledger does have his officer's sword and a proper dagger. And now a halberd. Do not die. Try not to die. Ledger grins, looks at you guys, and says, "Come on. Get some fucking pep in your step. This is the fun part. Have some fun with it." And with that, he steps out. Ledger looks at Periwinkle. Periwinkle looks at Ledger. Ledger puts on his helmet. And I'ma miss you. What the fuck, Swag? You sent him out there. They circle. The noob circle, as some may call it. They do several little feint shots. And all is well. God damn it. I was going to... I should have planned this out. I was going to fucking pull up the one video of polearm on polearm that I've got. Would you guys be fucking mad if I did that? If I just pulled up a fucking video? Because I think I'd like to, because this shit's cool. I think I'm gonna do it. technically this is lucerne, not poleaxe. Yes, Leo, this is. I've donated this guy's, not Kickstarter, but for his newest film. And that is how that fight goes. And Ledger wins the fight. Anyway, so Sir Periwinkle's fucking dead. Shit. This is very shit. Okay. Let me see what my boss thinks. He goes back to the tent. Ledger comes back inside, and he takes off his helmet. He's bleeding from the lip, but that's about it. And he is fucking grinning. It's like, I haven't had that much fun in a very fucking long time. What kind of food do you have? Hamburger? Fine. As fucking promised. Open your gates. And they have a fucking wagon. And it has what looks to be bags upon bags of food. Get the pager announcer guy a drink. He's had a long day. He deserves it. Goddamn right I have. Oh, you mean the character? Yeah, goddamn right he has. Well, all right. I guess we'll inspect it thoroughly. Yeah. Before you guys allow it in, your guys look through the crates. Bags upon bags of hamburgers. You check them. And your guys look over it and give you a hesitant thumbs up. Very hesitant. As you check the supplies, you realize, well, it's edible. Technically. And you could technically feed your guys for a day with it. Seems to just be the scraps of their previous meals. And by scraps, I mean literally taken off the ground, thrown into a bag, and loaded onto this cart. There's a lot of them. It's possibly good food. Or at least it would have been at one point. There's also some whiskey bottles. One smell from them, and you can tell they do not have whiskey in them anymore. Piss nades. Supplies and storage away from our regular supplies, keep them separate. If nothing else, we can feed our mounts with them. Wash what we can, prepare a cooking station, I'll handle the cooking. Okay, now we have the split vote. Do we use these for animal feed as best we can? Or do we try to utilize this as best we can for ourselves? Or at the very least, the civilians. Or at the very least, the poor civilians. They'd be thrilled. They'd be getting meat for once. Just don't tell them that, you know, half of a chicken wing has been in somebody else's mouth. The bottles could be useful. Yes, they could. Save for the civvies. Alright. The piss could be useful. The cool thing about people swag is that we make piss pretty quickly and pretty easily. You're doing it right now. Anyways. You keep it under wraps, but you do prepare the quote-unquote food for the poor. And the civilians, I suppose. Yeah, no, I added in the thing of... Alright, Wilku, that is exactly what we do. You make more ammunition for the bottle mortar. And yeah. Something is happening outside again. They've begun a bombardment again. It's not nearly as energetic as the previous one, and it goes a fair bit quicker. In fact, just one volley. Do you guys do anything in return, or do you save it for now?
Your men seem eager to test out the bottle mortar. Falstein cautions them away. One volley of arrows. You're telling me that they blast a bunch of fucking cannons at you, and you decide you want to shoot a couple arrows at them? The flying lizard hasn't shown up yet. That is very true. Shouldn't be wasting resources. Yeah, I guess. Fair enough. You hear the toot of a bugle from the door again. Hear ye, hear ye! Again, a message from our great General Gregory. You all have been duped, for it is not delicious food we have given you, but scraps. Ha ha. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Do I have to say all of these ha's? Okay. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. 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 You noticed. Good, good, good. The joke wouldn't work if you didn't. And yeah. Would you like to send down another challenger? This one just for sport? We would like to humiliate you further. By killing him very unfairly. We think it would be funny. I don't like the one with the glasses. I'm not going to talk to him anymore. The rest of you, would you like to send out a champion to die? It would be funny. Send yours for... Fuck you, titties. You're dead. If it's non-lethal combat just for sport, sure. No, it's pretty lethal. He's gonna die. What do we get in exchange? Well, one of your soldiers doesn't have to take orders from you anymore, so that would be a blessing in disguise. Captain, leave. The captain is fucking dead. He died in the previous scene to periwinkle. That's why, you know, like that, the whole, you know, titties is dead. My mom came in and was talking to me, so I didn't describe the fight, but when I came back, he was dead. We had that whole thingy. Yeah, no, titties is dead. D-E-D dead. He's like right over there. He's still in the ditch. We kind of rolled him off to the side to make way for the next duel. Does he have a cart behind him? He has his carriage thing. I tracked it, but it still showed up. Ah, I see. Alright, so I take it you guys really aren't planning on sending out another champion for the purpose of us killing?
Are you sure it would not be... It would be humorous. Can you quickly grab your stuff from your cart? What? Oh, shit. I say we send the negotiator. Humor me, please. No. Are there any stakes to this duel other than, you know, the killing part? Do you not consider death to be a consequence? I'm not talking to the glasses one. He's mean. This will not be a duel. This will be a killing. We will kill him for sport. Yeah, I have brought with me the champion. He will use whatever... Oh, Jesus Christ! You can't throw shit at me! Okay, look. I brought with me our champion. This time use any fucking weapon. I don't care. This is Sir Okay, he's not a sir. This is Tobias. Just Tobias. He didn't bring his weapon here, but he'll be sure to use it. And this short little guy, balding, mid-30s, seems to be in work clothes. Tobias hops out of the carriage, and he waves. Hello. I'm Tobias. How are you? Shut up! Tobias will be our champion. I threatened to throw a piss bottle at Tobias. What kind of fucking professional outfit are you? Tobias, go get your armor and weapon. And Tobias gets in the carriage. And the carriage kind of goes back. The Herald is still here. Are you going to send out a fucking champion or not? Give me a fucking answer, please. Don't be like... Don't do me like you did Sir Fredrickson. Professional enough to hold this city. Oh. You know, you that doesn't sound like a big brag, because you're just saying you're keeping the doors shut. You have big walls. Big man hide behind big walls. Yeah. Give us a minute. Talking over. Oh, a big minute for a big man hiding behind big walls. Send someone out to capture the Herald. The carriage comes back. It's like, okay, Tobias is ready with his weapon. You can send any weapon you like out. How much are they paying you to talk? Not enough, but that's okay. I love my job. Are you sending out someone? Are you just fucking with me again? Because, like, if you're fucking with me, you have to tell me. It's part of the rules. And please don't throw another piss bottle at me. Would you like to duel? Except not duel. It will be a slaughter. Whoever you send out will die. They will lose. Tobias is a very muscly man. He's good at turning wheels. Pulling levers and such. You know, strongman things. Send out Charlie to grab both of them. Do you guys want to send a negotiator to grab him? Are you sure? You can. I won't stop you. I just want to make sure that the decisions you make are the right or wrong ones. There are a couple things that I've stopped you with, but you, like, it hasn't actually had an effect. I am psyching you out at times. Even have him huck the carriage. You do notice that, unless he's in the carriage currently, fucking Tobias isn't here. I'll give you my necklace if you win, yapping man. No. Fuck you. My name is Franklin, unrelated to the turtle. So, rock, paper, scissors. I'm not going to scissor your rocks or your papers. Now, either send out your fucking champion or don't. I'm done fucking waiting. Turn the carriage around. The carriage has been turned around. This is your final offer to send someone out to die. Either way, we shut this annoyance up. What was Tobias armed with again? He didn't say. The guy did say you could bring any weapon now. Game on, please. Send a prisoner. Like from the actual fucking prison that we have? Is that what we're doing? I mean, that's not the worst idea. You also are fully allowed to just tell this guy to go fuck himself. Better plan than nothing. All right. You send out a prisoner. His name is Harrison Fjord, unrelated. And he's been incarcerated for about 4 years for a string of robberies, and he is armed with a sword and a shield, and it doesn't matter because Tobias is armed with a trebuchet and he fucking fires it at the gate, and whoever the fuck I said the name of is gone. You made the correct decision. That entire situation was supposed to be a quick yes or no, and then you fucking either die or he goes away. He's free. The carriage comes back. We do have to charge you about $25 for the catapult rock. Anyways, bye. The carriage turns around and goes back. Franklin, please, just one game. Franklin is gone. I have accidentally made an NPC that I hate but fucking love. The day comes to a close. And the next day does too. Rations are running low. You're not out. You won't be out. For now. Ledger gets you all gathered in the keep. And he says, okay. I would like to apologize. I would like to apologize. I've gotten you into something that I'm not sure I can get you out of. At least not without, not without running. But I will do whatever the fuck I can. Look. The math doesn't work for us. Even with Auburn's force, this is not a siege we can break. Unless these guys just fucking give up in the next week or so, we are fucked unless we have an ace in the hole. I am open to ideas. You guys did some things pretty good out there. For example, the first set of duels, you took them. You played into their nature. And while they did end up using it to fuck us over a little, it did end up being in our favor. You didn't fully fall for their second ruse, which is fine. You did aggravate their commander with eating their trail mix. All good, Leo. Ledger's just debriefing for the night. Siege is still going, but we need a game changer. Look. Fuck it, there's no point in beating around the bush. The emergency crates that Command has given us contain what I believe they contain. And I believe we do have an ace. Maybe. They love duels. Can we convince them to duel for the whole siege? Unfortunately, we have taken actions that have pissed off the Emperor's son there. So, I don't know if that door is fully closed. Fulthus. We have a negotiator, yes. Look, their cannons were supposed to stop firing. They fucking didn't. They have more guys coming in. Now, admittedly, Fulthus is better armed and trained and armored than the negotiators we had at Larisar. But I don't know if he will be enough. Half rations? We might have to, yeah. Look. If we believe that the situation has become unwinnable, and I will leave that decision up to you, say the word, and I will make it winnable. They're on the outside. They can get all the supplies they want and just sit us out. Whatever it takes. I was afraid you'd say that. Whatever it takes. Look. They have enough troops to storm us right now and take the city by force if they want. The fact that they're not right now, even with the Emperor's fucking kid there, is telling me there's a reason they aren't just storming in and taking the glory. So I need fucking ideas of why they're not doing that. And how we can use that against them. Or, you know, something that actually does solve our problem instead of doing little fucking namby-pamby, not director, detective work. Because As it stands, we got a snowball's chance in hell. Plan to send the Dragonfire Death blazing and send in the troops after. Maybe there's something here they don't want to put at risk. Either of those are true. Maybe they are just waiting on the cavalry. Something we have or someone. Could be. Maybe I was wrong, again, to assume they couldn't afford us. Granted, I didn't know who the fuck that was. Yeah. These next couple days, we will take your idea of going to half rations. I think that will be necessary. We'll play their little games. And we will figure something out. That yapping jagoff comes back, we drag him in and interrogate him. My question with that is, what will their response to that be? They might not have the firepower to get through the walls, but they have the sheer numbers that we can't kill them all in time to prevent them from getting in. Hell, even as we're fucking speaking, they could be climbing up the cliffside. They could be getting ready to cross the river. Maybe they've fucking found the well. Maybe they're underneath us right now. For the record, they're not underneath us right now. I've dedicated a team of guys to making sure that cave system remains clear. But yeah. We have the bottle mortar. We have a single mortar, yes. This here's a messenger. If they're as traditional as I think, they won't take kindly to taking their messenger hostage. Good point. Way more bottles now. Good point as well. More bottles, not more powder. Should we be speaking this freely? What if they have a double agent here and that's why they won't attack? That is also a valid point. What if the people we're defending have sold us out? That is true. I've got my suspicions. Nothing proven, but I don't want to put thoughts in your mind, but I have the feeling that we are just playing through someone's hand right now. Not playing into. We've been in their hand for a while. So, again, I am going to allow you to take full control of this situation. Partially because doing it by the book, I will have to dole out the punishments at the end. And the punishments are going to be 1 day of paid leave per offense committed. I trust you all agree that's a terrifying punishment. Motivates you to stay within the rules. Now, of course, some things I can't change the minimum punishment on. If you fucking kill one of our boys, you've killed one of our boys. But you get what I mean. What I'm saying is, do what you need to do. And for the love of God, don't be too late. All right. I've said my piece. If it looks hopeless, you tell me. I'll get us some fucking hope. I have a plan. I hate the plan. We'll do it. What if we give them the guy who stole the trail mix? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Is he in the room? Maybe. Perhaps we should start poking around with local officials. Nothing too obvious or harsh. Just ask around a bit, stir things up, see if anything comes up. Worth a shot. Oh, shit, he is in the room. Check it. I'm still here. I'm sorry. Not really. You did steal his trail mix. You know that won't do shit. I wouldn't be too sure. You did steal his trail mix. You don't fuck with a man's trail mix. Hand them a prisoner's head and say he was the guy. That is true. That is absolutely true. I've been hanging on to this head for a while. No, you have not. Okay, come on. Anyways, we'll need to plan our next move. Next time. That's right. It's a fucking two-parter. And break. You know what really gets you in a proper siege? The waiting. They're here for glory, right? Aside from any other objective they have. That is. What if we could solve this with a smaller scale proxy battle? Perhaps on the frozen river lined with bombs. I like the way you think. But yeah. That's all, folks. At least on that front. Is now a bad time to admit I've been painting Warhammer minis almost the whole time? No, this is probably the exact perfect time to admit that. I think that's excellent and very thematic. So, breaking the fourth wall now. I mean, I usually am. I deviated from the spreadsheet a small bit in that I genuinely didn't expect Ledger as an option, but like thinking of it, yeah, no, he'd be down for it. So yeah. That's what we did. Yeah. Did I do a good job, Shark? No. You threw piss bottles at a guy. If you want me to tell you good job, you need to not throw piss bottles at a guy. Cause it was fun. I'm glad. It's so funny though. I guess to you it might have been. No, I didn't entirely appreciate it, but whatever. Oh. Yeah. As per usual, I tried to go for an intense vibe and ended up making a joke out of it. I'm not complaining too much because I did enjoy myself, but that was supposed to be a lot darker. Or not darker, but just more grounded. And it wasn't. Oh, whoops. Where's me? Where is me? Where is me? There. Well, less of a joke and more gallows humor. You know, it's always like that in phase 1 of every show. Not really. Like that. No. Still feel how dire the situation was. Like, Attack on Titan was like that. Okay, yeah, in that one show, absolutely, and I'm sure there's multiple, but like, not sure. It is very common. Feel it comes more in the second half of the siege. That was the original plan, where it would be start off and if you guys didn't do the hey, get people in the fucking bunker as soon as possible, which for the record was the correct fucking decision, because otherwise it would have made it, if you guys do end up abandoning the city, you actually will have some people survive it because you've kickstarted that evacuation. If you hadn't, yeah, no, it's just you guys get to go, they can all die. Regardless, if you guys hadn't told them all to go in the bunker, then we were gonna end up, I was gonna end up doing a thing where it starts off and before the first barrage, you'd see, like, I'd give a description of the town, like a peaceful one where it's like they don't know what's going to happen, but they... Would you be down for a Warhammer mini made of your model? Abso-fucking-lutely. You need something to lose. Yeah, but you... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, I was gonna give you a rundown of the city looking nice. You know, like it's like we're not even under attack. And then the first barrage comes and, you know, people are running for cover and all that. And then the day after, it's like they're reasonably scared. And then it gets later on until like day 5, there's kids playing in the street again. Because, granted, this is me accelerating the fucking normalization process heavily, but, you know, we start to see more of that. This is part of life now, rather than this is the end of the world. It's just, this is the world. We're smart and paranoid. Definitely paranoid. Yeah. Yeah, no, another thing. I got to this fucking stream and realized, as you guys asked what his fucking name was, I didn't write down a fucking name for the fucking general. I had Emperor Maximilian. I did not have fucking Gregory. To the point of I don't remember the last name I gave him. And made it a bit of a joke of someone possibly mispronouncing it, because I didn't remember what I initially said. which is not good. Is Gregory something? You should probably write it down. Yeah. Yeah, I should. Although it would be funny if I were to forget. Go back and clip what he said. Nah, fuck that. Yeah. So, Fort Mac next week. And then got volunteered to work more jobs in the field after that, despite me being like, hey, I want to see my newborn nephew. Fuck, I'm bitter. I'm very bitter. I already forgot that nervous herald's name. That's Franklin. Like the turtle. You know, he goes to school. Except this Franklin just taunts you and, you know, tries to convince you to get your guys killed. You know, like Franklin the turtle does. He's a devious little guy. All right. No raid tonight? Because if anyone gets fucking canceled that I raid, then I have to fucking redo this shit. Or not redo, but like I need to edit the VOD. And by that I mean I need to slightly trim the end of it. Yeah. I will say right now, though, if I get the vote to fucking cut off your head swag and give it to the guy, I fucking will do it. I meant it when I said the fucking plot armor was off. To the point of, in the next stream, when I ask you about what armor you have on, if you tell me the incorrect thing, you are dead on the next barrage. Nobody say it. It's a very fucking clear and obvious thing that you should always have. But if you don't, you will be dead. And this is not a saving throw. You are fucking dead. You are a corpse. You're not moving.
You're like a dead guy. You're not alive. You're like gone. What did you post on the server? What? No, like it's common fucking sense. Sent the mini I was painting. Oh, fuck yeah. Love it. And Shram is sending excellent fucking music. USS is a great band. Just saying. The Choir Invisible. What? But yeah. Next one is tomorrow. Dead parrot bit from Monty Python. Ah. I make fantasy armor. If you do this, I'm going to give you a 5-paragraph list of all the armor in historical existence. Okay, if you do that, I'm going to rule that you're dead from heat stroke. Like, don't play that game. You won't win it. I'm going full DM, and not like the DM I normally am. I'm going asshole DM on this one. As long as you have common sense and you value safety, you'll be safe. And if you don't, then you're dead. I accidentally had one plot-centric character. I implied that they weren't using this at one point for this, and I didn't mean to. Like, man, I'm not an armor guy. You don't need to be an armor guy to know this. Trust me. I promise you. Not like a ledger promise, like a normal promise. Might be common sense for you. If I were to ask you to make a proper sphere in a blender, or in Blender, how would you respond? Swag. You're taking this as an attack is not an attack. Just trust me. You'll If it gets you, you'll definitely be angry in the moment, but you'll find it hilarious after. No, it's I have no ah. I have full faith it won't become a problem for you. Would a gambeson with a breastplate and helmet be sufficient? Enough protection for everyday stuff, but light enough and with great range of movement in case I really need to run for cover? Yeah. Nope, that's valid. We're in the age where gunpowder is starting to become more common, so like that is a reasonable sort of outfit. Granted, we're not fighting gunpowder currently, but like that is the base kit. Yeah.
And gloves. The third provides good gloves. Now the question is, do we do the immersion thing? Where if someone gets killed, they're just out of chat for the rest of the night. Imagine, like, fuck, somebody's like being a really good participant, and then we get to some sort of fucking thing, and I'm like, hey, what's getting thrown at us next time? Well, a fucking dragon, for one thing. Possible starvation, disease, artillery, a lot of arrows. No, because as much as I hate to admit it, I like Swag's commentary. That's valid. That's valid. Just means you have to help him stay alive. I'm not going to go out of my way to kill people, for the record. It's just purely going to be if this becomes... Well, yeah, it's just plot armor is off. Yeah. That said, I do request that for the next stream we stray a little bit away from the cartoony bullshit of throwing piss bottles at people. For the record, I encouraged it this time around because, you know, we're having a goofy time and shit. So like that's all it's all good. But with the next time, we're gonna have a little bit of fucked up. That was the plan, and that's a problem. That should not be the plan. Goofy, but then it turns into shit hits the fan. I mean, it literally wasn't my plan. But whatever. Anyways, I gotta pee a lot. Because, like, the body, you might not know this, but it constantly produces pee. I do that sometimes. And now I gotta pee. And it's like, oh, yeah, mate, you gotta fucking pee right now. And then I take a pee. I urinate. I'm fucking tired, man. Piss well, Shark Man. least you don't do it through your skin like some sharks. Yeah. I'm impressed that not a lot of people have made stinky shark jokes. Because, like, yeah. Hey, when's Valentine's Day? February 14th. If I'm not back in town by February 14th, I can't make that joke. Never mind. I considered it, and then I realized I definitely am not allowed to make that joke. I can smell you from Oklahoma. There's not enough rain in Oklahoma to wash the stank out of that shark. Shower every window till it's all cleaned away. All right. Yeah, no, I gotta go. So, yeah. Thanks for coming by. Stay safe. Fight well. And I'll see you in about 20 hours-ish? 20 and a half. And I gotta do the fucking post or I'm going to forget. There we are. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has participated. I do appreciate it heavily. I hope you had a good time. If you didn't, go fuck yourself. You had a good time. And yeah.